Good morning. Happy coffee talk. It's Thursday morning. Gray as gray can be. Reoccurring theme. Um, I am drinking the best cup of coffee this morning. I mean, seriously. I know it's coffee talk and we get to talk for 10 minutes or so every morning, but sometimes coffee just hits just right. So what I did is my husband got me this they're kind of like it's not coffee, it looks like coffee grinds, but they're cacao grinds. And so what I've been doing is I've been taking those cacao grinds and mixing them with the Black Rifle. So I freshly grind the Black Rifle coffee, but then I take like, I don't know, a tablespoon or two of the cacao grinds and I mix them, and that is making a really badass coffee. So anyways, I just want to share that with you. I'm not much of a coffee like creator. I'm just a consumer. But today I feel like I made something. And my coffee cup is this amazing mug that Brooke, our fitme client manager, gave me last year. It is, it's my Littlefoot mug because it has tree stars on it. If that doesn't mean anything to you, you are too young. And this podcast is not for you. Because if you know about Littlefoot and tree stars, then you can appreciate my mug. So let's get right to it. I had a really good coaching conversation with someone yesterday, and we were talking about taking a break from sugar. And she was telling me that she's taking a break right now for a couple of weeks. And she was asking me if I thought that that was a problem. Is it a problem that she's, taking a break? Did I think that that would set her up for kind of binging afterwards? And I said to her, I said, well, I mean, a couple episodes back, P.S., I did an episode on are you a moderator or are you an abstainer? Check that out because I do think people are different. Some people are moderators and some people are abstainers, and we don't need to apologize for what works best for us. And it depends on the thing and it depends on the season, right? So to her, I said, who she definitely knows that moderation has not worked for her for sugar after Christmas. She tried to cut back, it just didn't. So she's taking a break. She's abstaining from sugar. And she said, do you think that that sets me up for a binge? Is this restriction? I said, I don't think this is restriction. This is recalibration. And I think there's a really big difference. We build up a tolerance to something, to many things, any things. So though the things that we build up a tolerance to, it's okay to recalibrate. So for example, social media. Like we might have a high tolerance for social media right now. You might get on it in the morning, you might get on it, in between meetings, you might get on it while you're at lunch, you might get on it while you're sitting on the toilet, you might get on it before bed. Like you might have a quite a high tolerance for social media. And so taking a break from it doesn't necessarily mean that you're restricting it. It means you're recalibrating. So then after you've taken a break, maybe you take a 2-week break from social media, 14 days, no social media. You come back, your baseline is different now. It's going to feel like a lot if you check it, 2 or 3 times a day as opposed to all day. And I feel like there's a difference between restriction and recalibration, and obviously context is what matters. I mean, on yesterday's episode, we were talking about like what tools are right for you. Like, is the scale good for you? Should you do measurements? What should you do? And the answer is it depends, and using the tool correctly in the right way. It's kind of like that. I mean, you could take away everything. It's going to feel like restriction. You could take things away arbitrarily and it'll feel like a game, but it'll still be restriction for no reason. On the other hand, you can have a self-assessment and say like, I have let this go a little bit too far and I'm to the point where moderation doesn't work. Because I think when we cross over a certain point of anything, and again, I'm not speaking about substance addiction. I don't know enough to speak about that. I'm really talking about like lifestyle things that become a problem for us. That's the category that I'm speaking about. But I think sometimes we get something so far that moderation is pretty tricky. Coffee's that way for me. I mean, I'm a coffee lover, but I had a hard time moderating my caffeine intake, to be honest. It wasn't until after pregnancy, because pregnancy, I had to cut it way back, that I was recalibrated. I still am way less than I was 4 years ago. Just from one recalibration, just from one pregnancy, it completely reset my caffeine tolerance. So maybe there's things in your life where you do need a little reset. I mean, we do a 7-day reset in fitme. It's the second week of our On Track program. We do a 7-day reset because it's good to be able to recalibrate and to use that as a tool when you want to and when you need to. So whether you need to take a break from sugar, whether you need to take a break from certain, junky snacks, whether you need to take a break from social media, from caffeine, from wine, it doesn't have to be restriction. It can just be recalibration, because it's coming back, and maybe that's part of the difference too. Doing it with open eyes and having a game plan for what happens after might be part of the difference. I mean, if you did like a 40-day sugar cleanse in the past and then afterwards you binged, I wonder if you thought through how you were going to bring it back. I bet you just waited. You were super excited. Maybe you did it, before a holiday, and then all of a sudden the holiday came and it was like, go full send, sugar. So whenever you do a recalibration, I think it's very important to think about, how are you going to bring it back in? Are you going to reintroduce slowly? Are you going to keep it on certain occasions? Because if you wanted to recalibrate, I mean, again, like, this is all about you. If you want to have a lower baseline for whatever it is, you want that. You want it. Then you need to also want to do that second step. You can't just do the recalibration by removing it and then not have the plan to bring it back. Because again, that sort of defeats the purpose, because oftentimes we're so excited that we're done, we can have it again, that we go further than we need to. And I guess that could be the downside, that really could be, but I think it's an easily avoidable downside. I think all you have to do is make a game plan for what it's going to look like when it comes back, and then do that, and your baseline should be a lot lower. So again, I thought I would share this with you this morning because it's so specific to you. It's not like it depends, everything's right for everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying that your particular situation has different scenarios in it. Like, your life has different circumstances. You have a different history. So what works for someone might not work for you. And a lot of times we see things that work for other people. We're like, oh, that thing worked, so like that should work for me. It always depends on you. It always depends on what you want, what you've done before, what you want to do in the future. That really is what determines whether or not you should use the scale, whether or not you should take before and after pictures, whether or not you should track your macros, whether or not you should use a food journal, whether or not you should take a sugar break, whether or not you should take an alcohol break, whether or not you should take a social media break, whether or not you should work out twice a day, it's all different based off of you and what you want. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying, because there is no cookie cutter answer. Hate to say. So, what do you need to recalibrate? Anything? You need to take a break from something? Bring that baseline down? I would love to hear about what you are trying to recalibrate. So hit me back and let me know. Message me on Instagram. Let me know if you're watching this on YouTube or in the Facebook group. Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Reminder, in like exclamation points, reminder, fitme is accepting applications right now for our scholarship. This is a 1-year scholarship. It's our full coaching program. So start to finish, you get 1 year with fitme. It is over $10,000 value. You get exercise programming for the entire year with personal training sessions. You get metabolism review sessions. You get a one-on-one coach for the entire year. You get mindset coaching, you get our group stuff, you get all of the resources, everything that you need to make this year a transformation. If you want to transform your healthy habits, if you want to feel better in your body, if you want to take better care of yourself, this is the program. And we're giving away one spot for free. So all you have to do is apply. The application is fairly short. So go into, I'm going to drop the link in the show notes and I'm going to put it in the comments here if you're watching on Facebook. Fill it out and apply. All applications are due by Tuesday. So today's Thursday, so you got a couple days, but you know how life goes. Don't let it get away from you. Fill it out while you're thinking about it. So go to the link, fill out the application and apply. It's an incredible opportunity. And one person's going to get this for free. It's going to be incredible. So why not you? Check out that link and fill out that application. So thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're listening on the podcast and you're not a part of our Facebook group, then go to Facebook, search fitme free community. Join the group every single day. We do a positive accountability posts in there. So you can come in there, you can post your exercise and movement, you can get inspiration, you can build fitme plates, which is our way to help you change your nutrition. You can get motivation, ideas, support. It's all in that Facebook group. So go to Facebook, search fitme free community, and I will see you there. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.